Jose Youngs here of the MMAfighting.com. Standing next to my partner in crime this week, Alex Savas, outside the T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. Now, it is UFC 248 fight week, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about UFC 249, which is allegedly happening in Brooklyn in April.
Allegedly.
And I say allegedly because the main event is, of course, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson, which has fallen apart 4 times. 4. 5th time's the charm, apparently, but with who knows. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I do want to say this fight, I've spoken about it on the A-side a few times.
Right.
Were these, I would like your opinion on this too, were these 4 fights that fell out, is it kind of a silver lining? Because now, the belts were, like, it was always like an interim title on the line or just a matchup on like a Fox card.
Right.
Now it's for the undisputed lightweight title. Khabib's still undefeated. He's beating Conor. He's beating Dustin Poirier in Abu Dhabi. Tony Ferguson's beating Anthony Pettis. He's beating Donald Cerrone. Right now, this is maybe one of the biggest fights, if not the biggest fight in the history of the lightweight division. So, were these 4 losses a silver lining?
Yes. This feels huge. I, and along with the rest of the MMA fan community, are stoked for this. I mean,
Stoked is an understatement.
Stoked is an understatement, and we've got doubters, we've got we've got optimists. This fight will happen, and this will be the greatest fight
in lightweight history.
In lightweight
right?
history.
Yeah, let's see. She's speechless.
I didn't want to say in UFC history because that's pretty big.
This
but in
might
lightweight
be,
history.
like, I was trying to figure it out. Is this the most competitive fight we've, like, in UFC history? Like, if someone goes, these 2 fighters are the greatest lightweights ever, is this the most competitive fight? I'm like, I don't know, but if you tell me that, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong.
No, and I think everyone says, who's going to be the one to beat Khabib, and everyone agrees if there's someone out there, it's Tony. And you know what, with the 4 fights falling out, and we always thought that this press conference was just going to be a formality and it's going to be respect, nothing but respect, and that turned out not to be true.
Yeah, there were baseballs, there were gloves. Tony Ferguson called himself a hitman. And so I was like, why do you have a baseball? And he goes, in case he runs. And we were like, what does that even mean, man?
But it's Tony, and you're like, okay, yeah, let's roll with that, Tony.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's this fight to me. I'll put it this way. If every single fight on this card, UFC 249, if every fight fell off, everyone got the coronavirus, except for Tony Ferguson and Khabib, would you pay $70 to watch this fight?
Yes, and you would too, and you know it.
Yeah, I would watch this fight. I don't care where it is. I'm like, they were talking about, like, street fighting, and Khabib's like, if this was a street fight, I would eat your heart. I'm just like, dear God, man.
I'm into it. I mean, everyone in the, we could see in the press conference behind them was the octagon built for Saturday, and everyone's like, let's just do this now.
I know. Literally, I'm like, I don't, like, forget weight cutting.
Yeah.
Real BMF title. Just go fight right now in your clothes, in your civvies, and then break brick on each other, and I'm there for it.
Yes, prove yourself now. I mean, what better test?
It's, this fight, there's no word. Casey's laughing in the background. He's like, think of something. I'm like, I can't think of anything. There's no words. This is the biggest fight in lightweight history. I think Khabib is right there as being the greatest ever. A lot of people just kind of default BJ Penn, maybe Benson Henderson, and this and that. But the winner of this fight should be the greatest lightweight who ever lived, right?
I agree. Oh, no, hands down. I mean, if Tony wins, he hands Khabib his first loss. That in and of itself is quite the achievement.
You touched upon it a little bit real quick, but what did you think of the trash talk, I want to say, between, like, Khabib's yelling at him that he's a fake Mexican, Tony Ferguson's like clowning him too with baseballs and, like, hitmen, and saying, like, you beat up a high schooler, like.
3 strikes, Khabib. Apparently that's the rule. It was, what, the 12-year-old, the homeless man incident, and what was the 3rd strike?
I can't even remember. Oh, I think it was him pulling out of a fight. I don't know. It's pulling out of the fight. He's like, you owe me $200K, bro. I was like, first of all, you are severely underpaid. But yeah, this fight is I can't, but it doesn't matter because this fight's not happening anyway, because I firmly believe in, if I speak about it, it's not going to happen. So Tony Ferguson and Khabib don't even exist. But if it does happen, I'm sitting front row, and I'm just going to be like, my body is ready.
We're hoping for the best. He's hoping for,
I'm hoping for the best. I just don't think it's going to happen, because I've said that enough times on the A-side that people watching this probably know.
Can't back down now. You got to ride it out.
I got to stick it with. But for Jose, that's Alex. We're going to talk a lot more UFC 249 in the weeks to come. But for now, we're out.